Welcome to a brand new build of, well, third bag in. Sorry, I've got hiccups on me. Right, let's have a quick drink. Today we are building bag 3 of the medieval town square, and if you've watched any of my previous live streams, I've watched any of my videos, I should say, I build in stop motion. That means bricks go down looking like the set is building itself. But how do I actually do that? Because I don't animate, I don't do any cheating ways like that. I purely put a brick down and then put another brick, take a photo, and I make that into a video. And that's what you're going to see today and for the rest of this build. If you want to join me, watch, chat along, feel free. I've got the chat up there, I can see everything. I'm a bit more used to the studio now, although I've still got bits to do on it. And yeah, right. What I'm just going to do is make sure I've got this locked. Actually, I've just realised. Got preview, so I can't accidentally move stuff. This is what we built last time. You can see in the top right what the camera sees, and obviously the GoPro on the main one. This is the start of the carpenter's workshop. I'm not quite sure what all these bits here are for. I'm assuming it's for the pieces such as the chair and the workbenches. Whoops, wherever they've all gone, that we built before are going to go, but we'll find out about that soon enough, I suspect. Anyway, I'll put those to the side for now. Actually, I want that tray because I want to put all my bricks on there to build with. Bits you don't see, but I'm going to move that over there, get all these out of the way, including those two little bits. And I'm just going to head straight into bag 3. If you were watching during that start sequence, you would have seen what we did previously, which was really cool. And I must remember, if I talk on that next time, to actually unmute my mic, because on that scene on the streaming software, the mic is muted. Right. Oh, a few more bricks than I was expecting in this bit. That is fine. So what I'm probably going to do tonight is build this one, which is the top. The next part of the build is actually the roof. And roofs generally, well, they can be exciting, but I don't think the next one is overly exciting. So we'll see. I will obviously do it in live stop motion because I plan. Sorry, my brain is not with it right now. It's been a long bank holiday weekend so far. And happy Easter to everyone if you're watching and it's still Easter where you are watching from. Ooh, a bit of rope. I love looking through. Ooh, that's cool. Nuggets coloured barrel. I like looking through the start. When I first opened the set, I like having a little look through the pieces, see what's coming, see what interesting bits there are. If you were watching the sort of preview before the stream started, you'd have possibly seen I think my tooth. You would have possibly seen me looking through the manual, which I'm going to put up on the screen now so you can see what I'm seeing. There we go. And I like to just go ahead, see what's happening for the next few steps, just so that I can decide what I'm going to do. So, yes, right. So we're going to have one of these and then one of these coming, and we're going to want those dead center in the camera, so I'm going to position that so it's nice and central. There we go. I had this last time, my camera was a bit too far forward. Let's keep it there, let's lower the camera slightly. It's always really quite important to get your camera set up right from the beginning. And what I try not to do, I try not to move it once I've started. I try to keep my zoom levels, etc., all exactly the same. And I've been shooting at 35mm. I actually just moved up to 50mm just there, or 55 I should say actually. I'm not going to do it because I like to have, so I use the rule of 2/3, and I like to line the setup to the, so I'm going to go to the middle today of that. So a bit different to normal. Normally what I do is line the bricks up to be on the lines of the rule of 2/3 line. Oops, that's not where I want it. It's not going to let me sit in between those, is it? Oh, there we go. I really would love a new tripod. I am going to add an Amazon wishlist to this channel. So if anybody wants to buy me a new tripod so I can do better bits of filming, feel free. I have actually found a few I want, but they're not cheap. Right, so we're going to zip these in one by one, and then we're going to stick them down with a bit of white tack, just so they don't move. I think I'm going to need a bit more white tack. There we go, just get some ready. So, blank photo. Oh dear, where were we selected on? Not what we wanted to be. So, tell you what, I'm gonna pop you back to this camera so you can see what the camera sees, because I was going on about the rule of 2/3 and you couldn't even see it. Right. So, where's the light? There. So, what I'm doing here is I'm going to slide this plate in to where it wants to be. And I'm just going to get that lined up on here. There we go. So I'm going to take that photo. So this stud here is in the top left corner of the bottom right rule of 2/3 box, if you look on that top right screen. And what that will do is just let me control my positioning a bit. Actually, what I'm going to want to do is turn this set at some point. So we're going to put the blue tack just there in the middle. What I'll do is I'll put the other one on the other side. I'm just going to line that up. And let's just have a quick look. Oops, that one. So I do like to just see how this came in, and that looks good. Good enough. So let's get back to taking photos. Right. Again, sliding it in. Now, as this one comes in, I'm just going to slow it up slightly. So smaller movements, so it has this sort of easing out of the motion. And we'll do a very, I don't even know if you'll see that on the screen. There's a tiniest gap between them there. Right, and then let me see what goes on the instructions. So we're going to have a big, okay. What I'm going to do, tiny bit of blue tack again. I'm just going to put this just there, just to keep it in place, but the bricks will mostly do that, but just so that we don't have any movement in the whole set in the future. So then we need this on there. Oh, there you go, see, already the set is trying to move. It's almost out of focus, Jesus. There we go. Now what I am going to do is zoom a bit forward in there, in the build. Because this is going to be a difficult bit. So I'm going to put this up here like this. I'm going to zoom forward a bit just to see what's on the floor in this room. Because damn, I'm not going to get this on the ground, am I? No. Okay, so this is going to have to go in like that. So just going to go back and delete the last photo taken. Maybe at some point later in the build I will have that opening, who knows. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's get on with this. And those two. But yeah, I'll go ahead in a minute, see what else is in the room. And then I want to put those bits in the room before I build up the walls, because otherwise, unless I go and sort of do some sort of top-down view on the whole thing, you're not going to see what's actually in the room. Didn't put my hand in that shot, did I? No. Because the camera's on quite a slow shutter speed, just to sort of get the focus and the lighting and everything that I want, it does mean that sometimes I'm a bit too hasty when it comes to moving my hand in shot to then delete the next, to move the next bit of Lego. Sorry, I'm going to really apologise today because my brain just doesn't seem to be working as it should. Probably the clock change as well. That always throws us Brits out. This is quite cool. So, although I put these at standing up straight, this is obviously supposed to look like a folding ladder, like you'd have in an actual attic, which is really quite cool. In fact, I've probably done that too flat, if anything. But it will give a bit more visual to what's in here. I'm assuming that's a dark one. A dark grey piece. Looks like it's supposed to be. I'm going to read out the quote in a minute of what's in there. I do love a quote in these new Lego builds. Wonder who's speaking in this one. So in the castle, Majesto the wizard, or Merlin, depends if you grew up in Britain in the 80s or not, or 90s. Yeah, Merlin or Majesto is doing all these little quotes throughout the book, and it's not clear at first that it's him. And I think later it's sort of, when he gets built, it becomes clear that it's him. I've just taken lots of photos. I think on average I take about 8 photos a minute, so just shows you how slow this is. Right, so here we go. We've got a quote of: "The ladder and hatch will allow easy access to the carpenter's workshop. Use the release lever on the same side as the crane control." Ah, so there's obviously going to be something holding, because of course this will just open, not that you can move it right now. And we're about to build the crane control in a minute, however. I'm going to fill everything in here first. In fact, I'm going to... What is that? There's another bit of base which needs to slide in, so let's do that. There we go, right. And that's interestingly actually going to be held together there. Is that right? I'm just working out what I'm doing here. It's a problem when you skip ahead. lose sight of what was actually happening. What I'm going to do is just get that focus slightly more that way, because that's better. Just the back, so it's in focus for all this, but this tiny bit at the back was just out of focus. It's quite annoying. Right, what next? What next? Put a square brick in, 2 by 2. Go. And then what's going in that hole? Oh damn, have I done something wrong? Ah, no, I haven't. That's good. Right. So, 10 pieces. So, if you've been watching, if you've seen my previous streams, if I haven't already said it in this one, what I do is something I like to coin as brick drop, which is when I put the bricks down, they have one movement when they're loose and then one movement when they're down, and it makes the bricks look like they're clicking in. With Tenet bars, I normally do 3 in this case, or sometimes 4, or sometimes even 5. Depends. Right, this is going to be hard now because let's shift the whole thing back. There we go. Now there is a piece on the other side, but you're not going to see it in this shot. So let's just move this down semi-slowly. Come on, don't do this. Don't make me have to put a piece of blue tack on you. There you go. 4 shots will be fine. And we're going to put this one here like this, so you can't see it in shot, but it doesn't matter. Right. Just going to scroll down a bit because I want to move ahead and just see what else is going on here. Stuff like wagon wheels and bits like that. So we're going to put that all that in now because it makes more sense, basically. What was that? I feel like I may have a misbehaving child somewhere. Now I'm confused. Am I putting this in the wrong place? I have. Right. Let's just go back and delete that last picture. Let's pop this on there. And then push it down. And then we're going to slide the axle. Now it's just going to slide in. I think that's all the way in. Just take another photo for fun. Put this barrel on. And we're going to put some loose pieces of wood. This looks like my wood still. What I'm going to do, because that's slid all the way down quite quickly, I'm just going to take that photo. I'm going to take a photo of these two, so we'll go again. I don't quite know if that will look right, but it's good enough. Just checking on the lighting, where have I got shadows coming from? Nah, that's alright. It's hard sometimes to tell if the lights you put in are good enough or not. And then we've got a wagon wheel. Wagon wheel! Just going to actually place that basically. It's not quite where it goes in the set, but do a lot about that right now. I'm going to build up this wall, turn it around, build up this wall, turn it around, build up this wall. First off, we're going to add in the mechanism one. So, there. Now, because some of these bits aren't really seen, oh, should have been a small gear on the outside. Nobody panic. Now, before we get any further, I'm going to do, oh, I'm going to take the whole lot off, be easier. He says as the wagon wheel moves, so now we're in line with there. What I'm going to do is have this sliding on now. As that comes in, and then this disc, wagon wheel's going to have to move, I think. Yep. I feel like the whole set just moved. This is so wobbly, it's ridiculous, but it is what it is today. Okay, right. And now it's going to turn it, right? I'm just checking it is. Yeah, it's a grey. It's just got a shading on the picture for some reason. There we go. And then a singular brick. So I did just say I'm going to build up the other side, but I'm going to do this bit first, and then the front side, and then I'm going to turn. Just because I feel like these bits will benefit from being seen on this side as opposed to the other side. Could have easily built this on top. Just realised. I've never seen that piece before. What am I looking for here? One of these, it's hidden under there. How does that keep this latch? Oh, baffled, 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 baffled. What I might do is, in a minute, move this on top of the other model that I built the other day, because I think we'd benefit from seeing it being built now. I'm looking for something. I don't even know what I'm looking for. One of those and one of these. Right, where's a bit of blue tack? This one's going to go down slowly. So, trick with Technic, bit of blue tack on the back side of the pin. Then you can move it as slowly as you like. You might have a bit of residue glue to clean up at the end, but that's fine. That's going to stop that from turning. That's cool, little ratchet system. I'm just going to slip that one in. I'm going to do it on camera, but I don't think you're going to see it. No visibility of that whatsoever. So let's get this off screen. There we go. Right. You know, back to a 35mm lens. Oops. You know what? I'll completely mess this one up. Because we need that again on that. If not a bit more. Yep, because we're building a bit of a roof structure as well. I do like the top down, like the bit more isometric view. So I'm going to try and keep that if I can. Just make sure we're not getting any wires in the way as well. So we've got lots of wires going lots of places. I'm just sort of testing the height as well. It's hard to tell sometimes. So we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bricks high. That is a lot. Let's just do that. Have a look, see what 9 bricks looks like. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. That seems like a lot. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8. It's 8.5 really, but perfect. Look at that. Don't know if you can see that. Right. Next step is I need to put a bit of blue tack in the middle of this, and that's going to let us rotate it all so we can see the build from all angles. And to stop that moving, and I don't want it to because obviously right now it's very mobile, a little bit more white tack. Oh, I've got some on there actually. Let's get, whoops, that's got lots of things in it. A bit more white tack, and what I'm going to do is just hide some away just behind the pillars here, and same on the other side, so out of view of both cameras, and that'll just let me hold it in place. Hopefully there's a potential for some small movement, but I'll try and not have too much. It's just hidden basically. Right, let's start again with this. So I'm just gonna delete this shooting because it doesn't work. I'm just going to take a photo of it there. That's quite cool. I can see directly through the gap in the brick there. That loft ladder is super cool because I've just realised it actually works. So I think later on, I don't know, but look, that opens and then that bit actually folds down. Although I don't know if it can. It breaks the ladies in a way. It's quite an interesting way of holding that closed as well. Anyway, I'm digressing from building. Right. We are building what we're building. So easy to get distracted. Let's build the back end and then we'll build the front. The awesome masonry brick. Oh, my hand was in that one. 100% my hand was in that one. Yeah, look at that hand. You can't see it, but yeah. I see a few of you watching, so if anybody wants to chat, feel free. I am a wealth of Lego knowledge. No, I'm not really. I'm terrible. Ah, what have we got on this end? 3, a 2, no, a 3, a 3, a masonry, don't really want to start the turning just yet. I'm always amazed at how many 1x3 bricks Lego actually use. Because whenever I build stuff, I always just use 2s and 4s, and then I always end up with corners where I usually have to have a 1 or a corner brick or something like that just to make it work. If I just embrace the 1x3, I'm sure I'd actually get over those issues quite quickly. I had a stack of bricks which apparently I've broken into those little bits already. So I'm being a bit unusual here. I'm actually following the instructions slightly. Because normally I build a whole wall up and then I'd move around, but I don't know, I just sort of, I do quite often go with the flow of it and see how things feel. And this sort of feels right at the moment, but shortly I think I'll start turning the set and start building one piece at a time. It depends really if it's possible to or not, I guess. Pieces, bricks and pieces. I need bricks and pieces. And a piece we did miss off was this little tile. So there he goes. It's quite cool. I like it when they have little mechanisms and play features in sets. Here we go. We're going to start our first bit of turning. So off comes the white tack, a very small movement. And again, I'm not going to do it as I turn it, I'm just going to hold it in the middle just to make sure we don't get any drift basically. Now, again, this potentially a bit harder, but because the front of the Carpenter's Workshop is now not on show, I'm going to stick these down. So again, I don't know if you can, oh, you can see that. So that's just going to stop the movement. So if I show you on the actual camera, you can see we can't see that bit. It's perfectly hidden. So it's really, really good. In fact, I'll leave the main camera up for a minute, might as well. You can sort of see the difference in what I see versus what the GoPro sees, I guess. Okay, now what? So we need a 1x2. Oh, I was going to get this out earlier, wasn't I? No. Delete that photo. Completely wrong brick. So yes, although there's lots to build around the back, so it's just this archway. Should have seen that one coming. Oh dear. Was there a picture at all of that there? No. Oh, okay, right, because there's now going to be a second archway on the other side. Sorry, I'm going to get quiet because I'm sort of concentrating on this next piece, which is going to go into this build. So 3, 2, and 3. So what's happening here? Oh, fudge. We're going to come back to it. So I was going to build up this crane piece here, but I can't because on the other side there's going to be a bit that goes here across the window. So let's move on. I'm going to move on to the windows next on the far side. So once again, bit of rotation. And so I'm going to move our lady. Now we're going to be here. Because at some point I want to actually lower that ladder. Last tiny movement, and again we're just gonna, without pushing it too far, lock this in place with some blue tack, white tack, check it's not visible, check it's in focus, looks good. So 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Oh no, 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 no. All wrong, all wrong, all wrong. I've jumped the gun. God, how many times am I going to make mistakes today? Feels like a lot. There we go. I like this already. I think it looks really nice. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for now. We're going to build up some windows. So here we go. Because this repeats here, this is going to happen quite quickly. So I'm going to lay all 4 of these just to bring the attention of the viewer to what's about to happen. And I did some crossover on some of those shots just so this is a bit quick. Then we're going to have, oops, this one and this one. They're going to build at the same time in the same places. There we go. And we want windows facing outwards, so windows here, This is the point where you discover if your bricks were straight in the first place. I think only one of those actually will be seen click in, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at the moment. And then right, sorry, sometimes I get a bit concentrated and I just start focusing loads and stop chatting, but I'm getting back on it. So now watch this. There we go. Now we're going to start to turn at the same time. Going to start putting some more bricks down. There we go. Sorry, I had to stop there for a split second and check where I got to. Oh, let's have a quick look. There we go. So I think we need to just slightly move that way. And I'm just going to get the instructions back up, and I'm going to put you back onto that screen there. There we go. There we go. Yep. Whoa. And now it's going to start just coming into view of the camera. There we go. Oh, did I move it from those two? Let's just check. I did. The windows can be so hard to like get a good animation on, because unlike the bricks, we have a little bit before it sort of clicks and you get that clutch. The window is just the in or out. There's no. Once they sort of start to slip their way in, it's 9 times out of 10 you can't do anything. So what we'll do. Actually, why have I never thought of this before? Put it in like that. There you go. It fell out, but thankfully it was after the photo I'd actually taken. There we go. Now what I should really be doing is have a little measure around here and have it telling me exactly how far around I've gone, but I don't. Brilliant. Right, what goes on top of there? Something which goes right to the end. So what do you have? Oops. So we need this brick to go in. So what we're going to do is keep coming round. If I remember to put it on the live view shot. These are really cool windows actually. Sorry, I've gone very quiet. I'm sort of, when you've got to do movements every single time, you get in a state of, right, I'm going to put the piece down, right, and then I'm going to move. Take my photo. Push my piece down, move, take my photo. And it becomes a bit of a, And you just have to really focus on it, because if you don't, you will go wrong. 100% guaranteed. That's going in with a bit of blue tuck. I've had enough of messing with windows now. If someone sees that split second... Oh, right, there we go. Did I move? Oh, probably not quite enough, but compensate for it by moving a bit extra this time. So yeah, or I get in the habit of move, photo, move, photo, move, sorry, move, piece, photo, move, piece, photo. As long as you get into a rhythm, it's generally not too bad. But it's when you're doing this and you suddenly go, oh dear, I forgot to move for the last 12 frames, and now I need to go back and delete them all and try and get my set lined up to where it was, and that just is not what you want. It's a nightmare. To be fair, so oh dear, we've just gone live view not responding. This happened the other day and really annoying because it crashed, and this program actually takes about 15 minutes to open. So it can be rather annoying. Which means I'm going to actually put, until this comes back, I'm going to put a piece of blue tack there. If you do have any questions in the meantime, please hit me up in the comments, put in the live chat, whichever you want to do, and I'll try and come back to you. I'm going to sit here and just wait for this to come back. I'm going to take a quick break and eat something actually. But this set's almost done. We haven't got too many pieces to go, which is really annoying because I was hoping to get this one smashed out and maybe even do the roof, but we'll see. So I'm going to see if I can get this working, because it's not responding and it's not coming back. And if it does take 15 minutes to come back, I'll see you in 15 minutes. Otherwise, I'll see you as soon as it's back. But I'll just let you know in 2 minutes. Right. And then, like I said, any questions, pop them in the comments and I'll talk back. Alright, we are back. Apologies for the small break there. Like I said, there were some technical issues, i.e. the software crashed. I'm just going to do everything I need to do to get this set back up. I'm going to get this back on my phone as well so I can see what's actually going on. Catch up with the live stream myself. There we go. Like I say, if anyone wants to ask any questions about the stop motion and everything I do, feel free. What I do need to do is go on here, have that set to that, have that set to that. In fact, that's not even the right one. There we go. Oh, no, you're not going to find it. You're not gonna find it. There we go. So difficult sometimes to get this correct. Digicam control needs to be Digicam control. There we go. Hey. There we go. All back to normal. Right, we were turning this and I was adding bricks on and we got to the stage where I'd just taken a photo and it decided it was going to crash. So, what we're going to do is hopefully just get this started back up with a photo. Let's just see what the last photo it took was. Good, so it did move, it did take the brick. So I've just got to take a bit of blue tack off there that I put on, push the brick down. And it was really annoying because I was actually in a really good flow of this. And then obviously it crashed. What do I want? On that. I just want to check. What goes on top? It's a 3. Right, did I move it? Did I move it? I don't think I did. No. So we're going to delete that one, push it around slightly, take photo, push it around slightly, this brick in, push it around slightly. I'm just going to check that I move it between those two. Yeah, push it around slightly. Yeah. And this is what I was saying earlier before the crash. You actually really have to pay so much attention. If you're trying to build and move at the same time, it almost takes longer. Right, it seems like it should take quicker because you're doing lots of actions at once, but it almost takes longer because you're then so focused on what you're trying to do. That the same with the minifigures. When I'm turning them, it's actually not too bad. When I'm turning them and trying to do actions, it suddenly becomes a lot more difficult. Right, here we go. So we're back at the front. So this is sort of the reason we even started doing a little circle here, was because I wanted to build up this little bit that you're about to see. Yep. Right, I'm just gonna adjust that focus so we're a bit closer focus now, just because this is what's coming next. And what I'll do at the end of this video if anyone is interested. So I was just looking to see if that looks okay. No, I'm not going to do those bits. I'm going to do those bits in a minute when we turn around again. So, I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to put some white tack on it, just to hold it still either side. You can't see that in the final production, thankfully. And we're going to build this way. Build this way towards the camera. It's going to be quite interesting because that's going to be out of focus and right in the camera. It's really cool to have a 3D shot. Unfortunately, don't have two cameras to do 3D, and 3D isn't very popular anyway, even though I love it. I still have 3D TV, and I've got a VR headset, which obviously you can watch stuff in 3D and that, and it's absolutely awesome. And obviously the games. Right, what we're going to do probably, just going to scroll down because I assume how does that work? Oh, I see. So yeah, that's gonna be there. Right, I had one of those really dumb moments just there where I was just like, what? How is that even a thing? Right, this piece. Gotta rip this. No, the tape went together. You know what we haven't had in this bit of the build, thankfully, is any stickers. Actually, I probably shouldn't speak too soon. You know what? I can fit that through. So what I'm going to do is finish off at there. And then we're going to turn it to the side. And we're going to turn again to the side. I'm going to finish off this sort of crane piece with a side-on view, just so that. So what I'm going to do is just mark myself there. Check that if I turn it, the view is going to be in shot, and it is. So that's absolutely fine. In fact, let's go. If we start up there, I think we want to stop it about there. What I'm going to do is put a piece of blue tack there. I don't know if I'm going to see it, so I'm just going to pop it there for a moment, just so I can work out roughly how many shots I want to do. I can. There. Oh well, I better slime up. I put that there. There we go. Right. So what I'm going to do here is a technique called easing in, easing out. And that's by where you start with a few smaller movements and you get bigger. So you've got big movements in the middle, which are your fast movements. And then as you come back, so what I'm going to start doing now, just some smaller movements. In fact, I'm going to stop it there, you know. That looks really nice. Just my hand was in shot. Just that. And what I'm going to do is, again, lock that in with some blue tack. There we go. So we've got a nice, this is all in shot and it looks nice. Because, how do we do this? This joins to there. Where's that? Oh, there's a black piece. A black piece that goes on, which is this one. So what we're going to do is just have this coming out there. Back on the two movements at once. Oops. Sorry, concentration again. What side of the bird should this go? So the bird's going to like go. Tweet. 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 So I like to try and add little animations in, just to sort of bring things to life a bit, if you would. I wish they did more birds with open wings. I wish I had a really tiny white piece to put on there, but yeah. Now what we're going to do is move, you can't see in here, the wagon wheel there. Now, the reason I'm pulling this all the way to the top, sorry, I should have said, is because it'll be a lot easier to control if it's sort of slightly wedged against something. There we go. Now I might speed that up, cut it out, something like that, potentially, we'll see. Don't know how well that twisted. I should have looked to see how that was twisting on, but oh well. Right. Just going to bring the focus back to that front wall. Right, I'm just got to go back to the future. Right, I did say I'd potentially do the roof today, but it's taken a fair bit longer. Mainly because of the lovely technical issues once again. So I'm probably going to skip on the roof today. And I will come back and do that maybe tomorrow. I might have a quick stream at some point tomorrow. I keep meaning to schedule these so people actually know when they are, because I do get a few people saying, oh, I was late to this, I missed it. And apologies if you're one of those. The problem is I have 2 little kids, and actually sometimes knowing when I'm going to get a chance to stream is hard in itself. I don't want to build that bit before I build this bit. You know what? I'm gonna put this piece on here as well. I think. It's quite interesting because there's already this next piece that's quite cool, but I'm not sure how to actually photo it because you can see both bits of roof there just. What I'm going to do, put a very small piece of blue tack actually on my camera so I can align my focus, my zoom back up if I need to. So from here is, I don't know how I will see on there, but I can now see the edges of the white paper on there. So I've zoomed out and I can see the edges of the white paper. It's not a huge problem as such. I'm going to have to like fix that. In fact, I'll show you doing that in post in a few minutes. I'm going to edit this video and then I'm going to stop. Right, so now it looks like we're going to do, wow, what's that? Let's get that out of there. So I'm editing both sides at the same time, but exactly the same. It's quite hard to see what's actually going on. And it's just a finishing touch, but it's really nice. It's just going to add to the slant of the roof. It's going to add a sort of little alcove, I think, when you see the roof on top. I'd really love to build the roof tonight, but it's a bit late. Maybe if I feel inclined in a little while, I might do it, but there's nobody chatting but tonight, so there we go. Look at that cool little alcove there. That's really cool. I like that. I wish there was something in it actually. Use this crane in the carpenter's workshop to hoist things into the attic. Some really good detail on this roof that's coming. Oh my god, that's an interesting way of building it. Is that supportive? Okay, so the roof is definitely normally I'd try and build the roof on here, but the way this, let me put the manual view up. So, sorry, sometimes I forget what I'm actually looking at. So bag 4 is mostly the roof and a cart. But if we look, there's sort of, what's 8 by 12, something like that. And then we've actually got this really cool girder mechanism. And it says ×3, and then you see it's going to connect on there. Build up this whole roof piece as one L shape, and that's quite a strong design, I'd say. And that's just gonna rest, yeah, it's just gonna rest on top, which is nice because then as a play feature you'll be able to lift it off, play with it, and whatever. Right, actually, talking of playing, I want to do that from the other side. I think in the final thing I'll try and add in lots of little animations here. But yeah, it's been a really cool build today actually. Really happy with that. It's looking good. It's so cute. Can you take, and as always with being Lego, look at that, you can take that piece off, play with this, put that piece back on. That's nice. Get some light into it if you're doing stop motion animations. Let's have a really good look at what we've built. So I might leave it there just in case. Oh, we've got a hair in there. Nice. Lego and hair. How does Lego always attract hair instantaneously? Yeah, look at this. It's really, if I can get the angle right. That opens. let's put you back on main. Fold, fold. And it's got this really... That wheel is going to be lost. Really cool little ladder. I love that. And then this, the wheel piece. I'm not going to move the wheel because... Oh, too late. This crane. Oh. Ah. Aha. So if I connect this like this. There we go. Has it got enough weight to actually drop? No. Not enough weight. But that's cool anyway. Oh. Should be there. Yeah, not enough. But you can pull it down. Really cool. Cool little play feature. Right, let's do some editing. DaVinci, where are we? Right. Medieval town. Just gonna close off this bit as well. There's that one. Sorry, I need to be able to see what I'm doing. And clips. Bag free. Right. You won't see this on screen, I don't think. Oh, you won't see anything on screen apparently because I've got it really big. Because I've got a really big monitor. Hang on. That's probably a better view. Let's remove the inspector for a minute. And let's find the photos. So, all I'm going to do is find the photos that I picked up, taken today, and I'm going to drop them in. So, just need to filter to today. And we took 491 photos today, not including the ones we deleted. So I'm going to drag those in. And it will appear any minute. They're just loading up. Takes a moment. I need to get a camera mount there so I can move that camera to there. I don't think the camera on the laptop will be good enough. So there they go. They all appear. In fact, you can see. No, you can't see. That's interesting. Sorry, I was confused at the numbering. I assume we're at 1,000 maybe. 6-digit numbering. Right. So, got all these in, right click, create a new timeline. You can't see that because I'm not on the right thing. And this is MTS, Medieval Town Square, bag free. Now I'll create us a new timeline. I'm going to drop that back into my Medieval Town folder. And then I'm going to play bag free. I'm just going to hide the media pool. Oh, apparently I can't. Oh well. Let's just make this as large as it allows. So. It's thinking about it, so it's trying to load. To be fair, I think... Oh, there we go. What was that? Just double check it hasn't lost it. There we go. It's sliding in. Strange. Did this last time after it crashed, it reset the numbering. So what it does, sorry, I was just trying to work out what happened. When it crashed, it then resets the numbering oddly, and any deleted photos don't actually get renumbered. They normally get just skipped. So it then starts numbering, once it's crashed, it starts numbering the photos you're taking as the deleted photos, which if you do it by clip name, which it seems to default to half the time in the ordering, instead of date time, it just messes up and puts the photos in the middle, which is what's happened here today. So re-drop those in. And we're going to play through it slowly, little bits. Look how cool that looks. Lagging. You wouldn't think this computer could lag, but it can. Build. Oh, I like that. I like the windows going together actually. And I hit this on repeat, so once it's gone round once, we can get it to go around again. And definitely the right choice not to build that so close to the thing. Little bird's cute. That goes up quite quickly actually. And then there we go. So one edit that we need to do on this today is that zoom. So I don't think I'm going to zoom out. So normally what I'd do is I'd have the wider photo and I'd create a little digital zoom between them. But you know what, today I'm going to have it zoom up. So it'll be zoomed in and go up. Just slightly. Yeah, so that's going to happen. Right. So at this point, when it zooms out, what I'm going to do is open my inspector. I'm going to zoom in. So I'm just going to look for a point on here. So the bottom right hand corner of the model, there's a masonry brick. And what I'm going to do is just zoom until that masonry brick is roughly in the same place. So a little bit more. There you go. So it's a slight jump, but not noticeable, and that's 1.130. So on the next part, we're going to make that into a 24 frames, which isn't going to overwrite. So undo that, turn that on, Control D, 24 frames, set that zoom to 1.30. At the start, we're going to have position as normal, And by the end, oops, position of the Y, all the way to the top, so $142, I think. There you go. And then the rest of them need to be the same. So Control V, and then what do we say? Minus 142. And we're gonna extend the last one to be 48 frames, so 2 seconds. In fact, I might even put a dynamic zoom and swap it. There we go. And that is 40 seconds of video that we've made tonight. So if you're ever wondering how long stop motion takes to make, if you see it like taking a 1 minute video, for example, in stop motion, probably took someone a good part of over 2 hours to make. And it's quite interesting. This is a very easy editing process for this because I've got this very much locked down to how I like to build, and some of the other ones I've done, I've had to add in masking. So if I had someone walking along and jumping or something, I'd have to mask stuff out, which takes even longer. And that's very cool. And let's send that. Oh, tell you what. Let's do 2 things. Let's send that as a MTS bag free test. And then let's also, if we go back, media pool. It's really weird working on such a small screen, on such a large screen. I should really change this so it works. If I go to previews and preview, I won't play this because it will play music over the music I've already got. And if we come here, I'm going to replace this one with bag free. And just extend the music to the end. Interestingly, each bag has got slightly longer each time. And let's just change our title. Inspector. Oh, Inspector. Bag free. And there you go. If you ever wondered how long it takes to use a YouTube video, this is very quick compared to normal. I haven't changed the music. I probably will for the following bags. And then we just hit render. And I probably won't bore you with that. But he says, is it going to render? Did I not click it? There we go. Hopefully I didn't just, I click stop. Replace. There we go. So if you ever wonder how long stop motion takes to make, I've been here nearly 2 hours tonight, I think. In fact, the video has just rolled over 2 hours. I was planning on an hour of building, and it probably was roughly an hour of building, 15 minutes of overtime, 15 minutes of editing, maybe a bit longer then. But I'm trying to get over these technical issues. But this is an awesome little set. I'm really looking forward to getting further into it and building the next 2 sides of this. Like I said, we're doing the roof and the cart next in bag 4, and I'm assuming bag 5 is going to move on to something more interesting. It looks like, I'm trying to see the pictures. Let's have a quick look. It looks like the tavern to me. The starts of the tavern. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe it's the flag. Because there's lots of coloured things there. It's a white building. Yeah, man with some scissors. Oh, with some honey out the back. This has got to be, yeah, the tapestry maker. So this is going to be really cool, and that's going on the side of this workshop, so that's going to be really cool. Oh, and we're going to have some extra bits added on to here as well, which I assume is going to be a hinge. So we don't get any minifigures for a few more bags, but yeah. Maybe bag 5, 6, 7 I'll try and do as one epic stream at some point. But I'll schedule that one up. Like I said, next time I'm going to do the roof and the little cart, and probably add in some animation to break up this build, and then we will be done. Anyway, in a little while I'll be uploading the previews of all of what I've built so far, and I'm just going to show you today's one in a minute. Yep, it's already uploaded. So what I'm going to do is get that ready for you all to watch at the end of this video, and then I'm going to say my goodbyes and then you can watch it. So if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, love this channel, check out all my videos, hit like on every single one of them please, because I need those likes. And I want to grow this channel. We're at something like 2,200 subscribers already, and it's just growing every day, and I like putting out these videos, I like doing these streams. So help the channel, support it in any way you can please, and the biggest way you can do that is by liking, sharing, commenting on the videos. So hope to see you next time. Sorry it's been such a long stream, sorry we had interruptions, but I will see you all very soon, potentially tomorrow. Right, have a good evening and enjoy this video. See you next time.